for 3P Sports. I'm Rob.
I'm Dustin.
And today we're going to talk about two matchups in the NFL and give our picks and opinions. We're going to talk about the St. Louis Rams at the Detroit Lions. Dustin, what do you think?
Yeah, in this one, I'm taking Detroit. When you look at St. Louis, you have what we've kind of been talking about the last couple of games we covered. We have a very young team who's been struggling the past couple of years. They're still developing, rebuilding, going up against a Detroit team who had that process a few years ago, and now they are developed. Now they have a very potent offense with Matthew Stafford, if he can stay healthy. You have arguably the best receiver in the game, and Megatron, Calvin Johnson.
Yeah.
You have your running back situation is a little questionable with you have John Best and Kevin Smith, and they kind of rotate, but there's been some health concerns, so we'll have to see about that. But Detroit has a good defense. They have a very underrated defense, and I think they will take care of business. And I see Detroit winning.
Yeah, I see Detroit winning too. The high-power offense is going to be there, of course, just like last year. The defense is good. The defensive line with Sue, obviously is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
St. Louis, on the other hand, does have some good defensive line.
They do.
Chris Long is good.
Yeah.
They have James Laurinaitis at linebacker. I mean, they're pretty decent secondary, and I'm not too up with that. But Steven Jackson's always going to do good at running.
He puts
the only question is, can Sam Bradford live up to his hype that he had coming in, and he still hasn't.
Yeah, it didn't last year.
And I just there's hardly any receivers there for him to throw to. I mean, there is some names, but some of those they're just not talented enough.
They're not there yet.
And Bradford's not getting enough time to get the ball out.
Yeah, when you look at St. Louis's receivers, you have guys like Greg Solis, Austin Pettis, Danny Amendola.
Yeah.
Those are some of your best receivers, and those are all like 2 second and third year guys.
Yeah.
They need a good veteran. Actually, they do have Steve Smith from the former Giants, so
he'll actually be
he'll
top
have a good year.
Probably,
He'll be their top receiver, but I think they need some more weapons.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next game, we have Miami at Houston. Robert, what do you take of this game?
Yeah, I think Houston's going to take this only because they have the home field, and Houston was really good last year. Miami's still a little questionable with the rookie quarterback now. Their defense is questionable. They traded Vontae Davis away to Indianapolis. Yeah, and I don't see Miami being that great this year. It's more of a developing with a first-year coach. He's a rookie coach, head coach, and then you got a rookie quarterback, and then you got Reggie Bush, who had a 1,000-yard rushing season last year. Yeah. But I don't see them beating Houston. Houston's one of my teams to go deep in the playoffs, maybe even reach the Super Bowl. Who knows? As long as Schaub can stay healthy. Yeah, they have too many weapons for Miami to beat them.
Yeah, I see this one being a blowout. Yeah. I don't think this is going to be much of a game. You could turn off at halftime. when you look at Miami, as you said, you have a first-year head coach, you have a first-year quarterback. You traded away your best cornerback, so your secondary is going to be questionable. You lost to Jason Taylor last year, your best outside linebacker / defensive end. And there's a lot of question marks, and I think this is a major just development year for them. Going up against Houston, who had a top 5 defense last year. That defense is stacked at every position. You have an offense with one of the best receivers in the game with Andre Johnson, Arian Foster, who's a monster. And Matt Shaw, if he can stay healthy, will lead them deep into the playoffs. So this isn't going to be too much of a game.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's our picks for this segment. And as usual, click the football to subscribe, click the helmet to watch our last video, and click this helmet to watch the previous episode before that. All right, guys, for 3P Sports, I'm Rob.
I'm Dustin.
And we'll see you guys later.
See ya.